Let me bless you real fast. Sometimes we think that we are attracted to certain people because a person looks the part, because a person seems like that they would be a good fit in our life. We think that we are actually attracted to them. But no, sometimes it's not that we are attracted to them, but sometimes we are attracted to the role that they let us play in their life. For example, you have a man who sees a woman and he said, "Oh, yeah, that's my type right there." But he's really not attracted to her per se in that manner. But he's attracted to the role that she allows him to play. She allows him to pursue her. She allows him to be generous towards her. He keeps giving and giving and he likes that type of role. She allows him to keep explaining himself. He likes the role. You have a woman that meets a man and she thinks that he's the one, that she's totally attracted to him because she swears down that he is her type. But in actuality, she comes with a caregiver mentality. She's so used to taking care of men that when she comes into his life, same position, just different faces. She comes into his life and wants to help him with his bills, wants to cook for him, wants to provide for him. That same personality. And we wonder why people keep choosing the same kind of people, not so much as because they are attracted to them, but because they like the role they get to play in that person's life. That's why you have so many busted relationships. It's because a person can date five different people and they show up as the same person with the same description and the same resume. They show up as being a performer. They show up as being a provider. They show up with a caretaker mentality. They show up as a pursuer. That, in fact, if the person doesn't let them pursue them, then they don't think that this person is their type. The attraction has withered. Yeah, and that's why you have so many messed up relationships, people in and out of relationships, or people in situationships, because we got to stop asking ourselves the question, uh, who am I attracted to? Yeah, you. And start asking yourself the question, who do I become? Yeah, when I'm attracted to somebody, do I become competitive? Do I become possessive? Do I become needy? Do I become anxious? Who do you become, baby? That's the critical question. Yeah, that's why you have all these people out here. They get in these messed up relationships and they always want to blame the other person. Yeah, but sometimes it's you got to examine yourself. Yeah, because some of us are the sum of all the past relationships. In other words, what I'm saying is that some of our past relationships have become our identity. You've always been the strong one in your past relationships. And so now all you do is choose people whose life is falling apart. Yeah, because a lot of people they go around and they're waiting for this Prince Charming and they're waiting for this beauty. You got to ask yourself the question, what is it that I have to offer? Let's go a little bit deeper. What if somebody just wants to choose me just because of who I am, just because they see God in me? What happens then? Because the one thing about love is that you can't perform for it. Yeah. Love, you can only receive it. Yeah, because if every relationship requires you to play a certain position, to be a provider, to be a rescuer, to be a caretaker, eh, then you gotta really do some deep searching in yourself. Because all you're doing is getting into all these relationships, but playing the same position. Do you realize that God, when He made you, there's no duplicate of you? Do you realize that because God's hand is on you, then that just makes you special in and of itself? Do you realize that your personality is different? who you are is unique. And you have to operate in your uniqueness, whatever that is. And the thing about healing is that healing, it can change who you are attracted to. It can only change who you are attracted to when you stop needing a role to play. Most importantly, when you stop needing a person to play the role. So take a moment, stop analyzing and stop studying the other person with whom you're trying to date or who you're attracted to, and begin to analyze yourself. Understand you a little bit more, because I promise you, everybody that you're attracted to, you may not really be attracted to, but sometimes we are attracted to the role that they allow us to play. Like, comment, share this message, and subscribe. Let's go.